Alright, let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be checking out GRIME II. This is actually a demo for a game that came out back on November 20th, 2025, but I was away on Thanksgiving vacation when this demo was released. If you've ever heard of GRIME 1, let me tell you, you're probably missing out on one of the best Metroidvanias ever released in the last decade or so. I honestly think that was probably one of my favorite Metroidvanias of all time ever. And basically all it was you were literally a dude who spawns with a black hole for a head. No kidding, that's literally what you have. And you have no weapons to your name whenever you first start, and the way you basically get stuff is by pairing enemies with your black hole head and pairing them and absorbing them, and then taking their body parts and utilizing them as weapons. It was a very dark, very grim, very claymated looking style of game, and now we have GRIME II. And it seems to be following the same formula. It doesn't seem like you have a black hole for a head in this one, or at least I can't remember, maybe you do. I played the demo for a little bit here earlier. But we're going to jump in here and check out the demo. If you like this sort of content, you want to see more games like GRIME II here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. I think this one is actually definitely one you're going to be wanting to catch as well whenever it first releases, so I'll also leave a link down in the description if you want to wishlist the game for later. As of right now, it doesn't currently have a release date, but I'm assuming we're on the horizon of a release date sometime in 2026. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to go ahead and do a new game. I deleted my save that I had earlier, just so we can have a fresh save file for this. The ripples of the rippler of the waves? Okay, something weathers the waves. At last, a thought with substance. And it is confused. Well, looks like we have some dialogue options here. Let's just go with the normal ellipses. Oh, worry not, little egg. Confusion is only natural. The first thought, in fact. Always the first thought. However, you must not linger in confusion to linger as stagnancy. Poison. Instead, let your confusion sweep you towards hunger, delicious curiosity. If you desire it, understanding will come, naturally. As more thoughts, wants, and memories coalesce within you, as you become yourself. Myself? Oh, already forming your own questions, so eager to learn, to grow. How delightfully ravenous. I suppose you may be one of mine after all. Where are we? This is where minds take shape from a collection of very colorful thoughts. Already you are being drawn beyond. You are about to take shape, little egg. This will put you beyond the reach of my voice, so remember this. The world beyond is yours, a buffet to satiate your hunger. Let no prey tell you otherwise. Now, awaken, little egg. Awaken, feast, and hatch. It was a very different intro from the first game. The first game had like literally no dialogue, and you just get dumped as like a broken heap of mess, just literally crawling on all fours. It was kind of crazy. But I am liking the art style of this one. I wonder if this is going to be more narrative heavy than the first one, although the first game actually had a fairly unique narrative. And just like that, we are born into the world. We basically are made of hands. That's kind of cool. I like that one. The first one was very much, everything seemed to be made of bones and teeth. And we got a head this time, which is pretty cool. Last time it was just a black hole. Breath. Destroying enemies grants breath. A full charge of breath can be converted into health. You press the right trigger to heal. Okay. So as of right now, we have, we're healing ourselves, and that breath meter is that giant circle on the top left. As we fight enemies, we'll be able to basically get our health back. If we press down on A, just like any Metroidvania, we can in fact drop through surfaces. This is also a Souls-like, so if you like very complicated, or not complicated, but tough games, I definitely feel like this one's probably going to be up your alley, because the first game was definitely a pretty decent difficulty for a game. Looks like you press B to dash and avoid damage. We can also grab surfaces, which is nice. Grab up here in the sledge, we'll keep on going. This is going to teach us the parry mechanic, I think. Right bumper just before an enemy attacks to land a parry. And that allows us to basically summon a hand tendril from our back and parry it. The cool thing about whenever you like fight enemies, if I remember correctly, is there's actually a bestiary here. And you can actually incorporate passives from enemies you defeat into your character after you've basically parried them enough. So we just feed a flailing hand, and other enemies will also fill into that roster as we beat them. Just like that. And look at that, we already have a full breath meter, which is pretty cool. That allows us to heal ourselves again should we take some damage. Go ahead and grab our first weapon, the Maul weapon. Press options to open the inventory and equip weapons. Gain weapon charges by hitting enemies with your basic attack. And then press Y to consume weapon charges and use its special attack. Okay, so go ahead and equip our weapon. We have 2 weapon slots we can put this in. We also have some armor slots, but we have not found any armor just yet. Weapons also do have different stats. So if you look over there on our right side, scales, damage scales with hand and other purple hand. And I believe if we go over to our chart, that little orange hand is strength, and the purple hand is called diverging. Let's see, diverging increases damage for diverging weapons, traits, and molds. Strength increases the damage of strength scaling weapons. So really nothing different here other than just like different scaling stats. Of course, health being the one that increases the amount of health points you have, letting you take more damage. Okay. We can build up our weapon charges up here by beating this thing. By the way, you know you have your weapon charge. If you look there in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our weapon with the little circle golden now. So we can go through here, and I believe this is how we break open a shortcut from the direction we came from. Or maybe this is a different direction. Oh, okay. So there was a little outcrop up here. Looks like we can dash under this wall. And there we go. Oh, I didn't see the slappy hand. There we go. From that, what did we get? We got some money, maybe? I didn't actually see what that was. Was it maybe breath, perhaps? Or we should also check this back wall. Okay, so nothing up there. And as of right now, we don't have a stamina bar, but stamina is a major part of the system. So just know that as we get further into the game, we will encounter being able to have to manage our stamina. I'm trying to see if there's any hidden walls here. Always check your walls, especially in a Metroidvania game. See, jump and press Y to do the air plunge attack. There we go. Break to create a shortcut. Okay, so this is the direction we came from originally. Alright. That's another breakable wall. And now we'll parry this. Is this going to be some sort of boss? I can't remember if I... No, it's very... Okay, yeah, no, this is a boss. We did parry it. We can use our weapon attack on it to do extra damage. Oh. Is it going to try to hit us again? Oh, okay, so that sends out a shockwave. We can go and heal up, by the way. Ow, I'm doing that too early. Again, still doing it too early. There we go. And it looks like we're going to be able to finish this boss off with a parry. Nice. That could have gone really bad for us if I had missed that. Probably would have meant death, but we got it. And we absorbed the hand, and it looks like we may have gotten something new. Grasp. Highlighted objects can be grasped from afar. Move your right stick to aim at a graspable target. Release to grasp the target. Okay, so now we can basically aim this. We see there's something to grasp up here, and we'll pull on that, and this gives us a new doorway to go through. Is there anything over here on this side? Nope, nothing. So we'll go through this door right here. All right. Anything going this way? Nope, does not seem to be the case. We did get a little bit of breath from killing the boss there, and we got a full health bar. We are now officially also in the Temple of Hands. Seems very suiting based on what we've seen so far. This is a surrogate. Surrogates are basically like bonfires for us, and this is where we're going to level up and stuff like that. Most defeated prey will return after using a surrogate. Okay, so, yeah, that's basically how we can basically get uses of special skills from killing enemies. So if we want to, I'm sure we have some stuff here. We have the warp, which allows us to fast travel between different surrogates. We have growth, which allows us to invest points in different stats for our character. In this case, if we wanted to upgrade our axe, it looks like this axe has a really good scaling with strength if we wanted to go with that route. Or we could go ahead and increase the strength of our strength, really. Over here is molds. This is basically our weapon set. And there's our fast travel points if we want to. I'm going to hold off on using any of that stuff right now. It's not super important this early in the game to find out. You know, start investing heavily, especially since it's a demo. We can also see new enemies here. And we can also parry them. You can see what's over here in this direction. Anything? Looks like we can jump down. Ow. Thought I perfectly parried that, but I guess not. Nothing over here. We do have a wall we can break over here. And some items can actually be broken, and it basically flings projectiles at enemies. What do we have ourselves here? Is this a new weapon? The handcloth chest. It looks like we got ourselves a new chest piece. Let's see. Increases paint generated from attacking. I'm assuming that's energy for attacks. Go ahead and swap that. We can make it cosmetic or straight up as armor on our character, which is really nice. We should keep on going to the right. And it looks like we have some spikes down there at the bottom. Alright, mold wards. Some enemies have mold wards visible on their health bar. Breaking a mold ward stuns the enemy and opens up from absorb. Dashing into the enemy absorbs their mold, which is what we just did there. Absorb molds have no cost, but you can only hold one at a time. Press up on the D-pad to cast your absorbed mold. And then just like that, you saw that I basically sent out a projectile of that enemy after himself, which is pretty nice. Let's see, dashing to enemies with broken mold wards. So like just like this. There we go, and then we can do that again, and actually flung both enemies, which is nice. This is a destructible. If we actually, can this actually hit this guy? Let's see. Ooh, it actually will. That's pretty cool. Hit that guy. I actually dashed to early. And you see that curled finger over there says 3 of 5. Essentially what that means is that we can only get that mold if we parry into an enemy. But if we kill enough enemies, we can actually get that permanently for ourselves whenever we're at a surrogate. Looks like we get the handcloth hands. And now we're starting to get armored up. Does this actually provide any armor? It does. Oh, it's giving us stats. So it's giving us divergence in whatever that blue stat is over there. What's that other stat? Pliability. Okay. So if we were to use weapons that have scalings in that, it would be good whenever we use this armor. We do have to be careful because there's an enemy over there to the right who's got a breakable that can be thrown at us. Actually did a downward slash. Nice. Did that. Break him again. Curled finger assimilated. So now, if we want to, we can actually use, or we can get that curled finger whenever we're at a surrogate. We no longer have to absorb that target. Oh, I keep on pressing the wrong button. Press LB to switch between two equipped weapons. We also now have the knife hand. So let's go over to our weapons again. And it looks like I have the knife hand. This one scales with, I'm assuming the green one's dexterity, and then whatever pliability, is that what that one is? I believe that's what it is. Yes, it is. Dexterity and pliability. There we go. And I'm actually a fan of the knife because it is fast, and it's got 2 charges. So I think this is probably the weapon we're going to use. Looks like that wall can only be used or broken from one side. So it looks like we got to go this way. Do want to be careful because some of these spikes are actually enemies, which we'll discover on our own shortly here. Let's see. Anything else? Looks like we got something up there. I don't think we can dash through that. Not from this angle. Looks like that was an enemy. Ooh, I wonder what the 10 means. Do have to watch out. That was a spiked enemy there, and because it was a spiked enemy, we do get damage dealt to us if we are too close. So try not to get too close whenever we're stabbing at them. That's not an enemy. That is an enemy. We could fling it and break it into that. That's nice. Go ahead and grab this. We got the legs. There we go. We got a full set of that. Increases paint generated from attacking. That means we can basically get our special attacks up faster, I believe. Let's try our special attack for this one. Also looks like there's something up here. What is this? 50 fragments gained. Oh, is that basically the experience? Okay. And played long enough to figure that out. And it looks like we're getting towards a surrogate. Is this a surrogate or a map? About to find out. Area map unsealed. Temple of Hands. Breaking a seal unlocks the map. Okay, so now we have full functionality of the map in this area. Looks like we do have a couple of places we can go that we haven't been yet. Depth Traversal, and I believe that's where we came from. The Temple of Hands is where we, birthplace. There we go. Oh, wait, no. I think this brought us here. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. So, okay. And I believe we can break this open. And this is going to take us to our surrogate, I believe. Yeah, and we should definitely take the opportunity to rest up. Possibly use our growth here. I think I want to actually do dexterity, so I'm going to go ahead and put 1 point in there. And I'm probably going to put a point in health. And then confirm it. There we go. And then let's take a look at our molds. As you can see right here, we do have the curled finger as an option. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my D-pad right. So now we have one use of that. Throws enemies a long distance as well as launch projectiles and objects with greater force. It says it has a cost, so maybe you do get more than one, but you got to basically increase your costs. Or you got to level them up. So that's probably what it is, because it says 6 of 10 now whenever we fight those enemies, so maybe you can level up and get more uses. Alright, we'll head up the ladder. Got him again. Let's try using our special. Ooh, we just throw the knife at him. I like that. We don't have to worry about our stamina system yet. And we'll come back here. We'll fling him into him. Break that. Looks like we got a couple of that. What happens if we use this? Okay, it becomes basically a porcupine. And we can pass through it. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's alive. I want another one of these. That's cool. I like that. Oh, we can drop down through this. What's down here? Alright, so we're right above the surrogate. Okay, that's definitely not traversable for us right now. It doesn't look like. So, I'm not going to worry about that. It looks like something we're definitely going to have to worry about later. So, we'll keep on heading upwards. Oh. My dumb face. Alright, I put down the spikes there. Spikes is doing damage. We got 10, so does that give us an extra... Does it glare? Okay. Wonder if the glare gets us another use of curled finger. I don't think there's any reason to drop down. No, that's exactly where we're at. So we'll keep on heading over here to the right. Get there before he gets there. Alright, and my nose is itchy, so I'm going to scratch it naturally. That's part of the build. Can we get up? There we can. What's the reasoning for coming this way? Can we... There we go. Ooh, you can actually combo with that. I like that. Got a hand to parry. There is something up here. What do we got? I really enjoy the movement of GRIME 1. And it looks like the movement actually moved over to GRIME 2, being very user-friendly. And it looks like we now have ourselves a very slow two-handed mace. The weapon increases in size and power before slamming down, pushing enemies back. Size and power increase farther for each weapon charge held. So if we wanted to do a two-handed strength build, definitely a way to go. Let's see, if we look down, okay, we got that. Ooh. We even made it to where we can throw them through surfaces like that. Throw this guy into that spike over there. That's nice. Ooh, there's something else behind it. I could see it, just barely. Alright, so that's not a thing. It's not a thing. What do we got over here? Parry that. Looks like we found some more money, perhaps. Dash through this, dash through this. I was assuming there was a stamina system. There was in the first game. Pretty sure there is in this one from what I saw in the video, but I could be wrong. Ouch. Spiked finger, that's what this thing is called. Gonna hit it with our special attack. And we are building up fragments as experience points, it looks like. Alright, we got a spiked finger assimilated, which means we can basically call upon this whenever we want. Ouch. I probably do better fighting these things with axe. Just because of the fact that, we get some distance there. Keep on heading upwards. We can heal. Probably will. Oop, there's something over here. Nothing over here. Okay. Ground dash, then immediately jump to move faster. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I like that movement. Oh, God, we fell. But we found ourselves another surrogate. Let's go and look at our... Let's see. Only a 0.9. Huh. Weird. I'll take it, though. Let's see, and now we can go ahead and get Spiked Finger. Now, so we leveled this up. Oh, it has effect in this scaling. Okay, so molds are assigned to replenish in surrogates. So as we go through the game, we can raise the effectiveness of the skills we find. Interesting. Alright. Where are we at map-wise? Looks like we've been pretty much everywhere we can go so far. We haven't missed any nooks and crannies as far as I can tell, although that's up for debate. Looks like we can drop down to a previous area if we want to take a shortcut back somewhere. I like that dash. Ooh, what is this? Oh, we could pull that. Break that. Breaking a breath ward stuns the enemy, letting you grasp them. Grasp to absorb their breath and gain a heal charge. Okay, so that was a heal charge. What are we on to here? We got some hands. This feels like boss territory. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I used my surrogate. This is a boss. There's no way it's not. Oh, I like that. Bound shell. Okay. Oh, we managed to parry it. I'm a god. Alright, so one of them does that. Got it. Oh, what's happening here? Alright, healed up. Okay. Oh, shoot. The hand slap. That's me messing up there. Alright, it's going inside the rock. So what does that do? Was that parryable? Oh. Oh. Not good on our part. Alright, can we, Oh, I don't like that. But I do see that there is one shining through there. Oh. Almost a miss. We can get a breath charge if we parry one more or we break this. There we go. I'm gonna go and let's get out of here. Oh, I got hit by that, I see. Ouch. Ooh, I didn't see the actual additional spike coming there. Oh, come on, one more. And it's broken. Okay, nice. Do we need to grasp it? Hold R and grasp it. Well, that's pretty cool. Force. Use force to massively increase weapon damage. While force is above the marker, weapon damage is increased by 80%. Only attacking and dashing consumes force, which slowly regenerates when unused. Okay, so is it stamina though? Can we... Oh, so we have infinite stamina. Well, in the sense of infinite stamina, we can basically attack as much as we want, but we get more damage if we increase above the force cap. Or the force break mark there. That's interesting. I like that. Let's keep on going, see what we got over here. Alright, we got some stuff over here. What do we have over here? We have whatever this is. Prismatic pearl. Where's this lead? Oh, this is where we fell earlier. Oh, we're gonna fall. Oh, we didn't take any damage and we rolled. I don't know if there is fall damage, but you know, there could be. Okay, we're coming into the foreground. Something tells me maybe we need to go back down. There was a hallway there and it got dark. And I kind of want to know what's in that dark area. Let's see what happens. What's down in here in the muck? Oh, it's getting brighter. What could this be? Frail Yadat. Always the same stupid question. Do you not tire making the same art over and over again? Words uttered by smug, fickle artists who do not know true love. For when you love something, you never tire of it. You keep discovering it anew and fall in love with it again. For as I watch my fingers spread, then clenched into a fist, I see endless gestures, shapes, potential. All hidden away in this divine design, this puzzle box, simple yet brilliantly complex. Alright then. Does he have more to say? Yeah, no, he goes through the same canned responses. Or phrases, rather. He's not responding to anything. We got another tunnel we can check out over here. Or transition, rather. Parry that. Grab this. We might not be able to go up any further. Nope, we cannot make that jump. Not yet, at least. So we'll have to head back up top just to get where we're going. So I'm going to skip there. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're back to this door. We'll go through here and transition. Again, of course, we went up from the boss room and came up here. Ooh, what is this hand? What? Oh, there's another part of the map. I believe the first part of the map did say 1 of 2, so... Or it had 2 pips, and now we have a full pip. Breaking 2 seals unlocks fast travel from the area, enter a circuit, and select warp. Oh, so now we can fast travel. We couldn't do it before. Didn't realize that. Rage attacks. Rage attacks are unparryable, deal heavy damage, and make the enemy harder to interrupt. Alright, looks like we came across our first hunter. These were special elite enemies in the game, and they gave us these little red pips. You may have noticed that over here on this screen, They got like a skill tree here, but you see those little red diamonds? Those are actually like hunter marks, essentially. As we kill elites, we'll collect them and allow us to basically get even more passes. The only way that I know to get through them is to like dash through them rather than try to parry them. There we go, new prey found. Although that doesn't look to be one, that wasn't a hunter, that was just an elite enemy with an unparryable attack. Got it. A little sloppy hand came out of the ground, just wave high. He wasn't actually looking to slap me. Temple of the Hands is pretty cool. Item molds. Item molds refresh their uses in surrogates. Finding more of the same item will increase its uses. Item molds are equipped in the surrogate. Okay, what item mold did we find? Homing droplet assimilated. That's pretty interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and check out these homing molds. Homing droplet. Looks like item capacity. Launch projectiles at homing on nearby targets if we had more than 2. Fires 3 projectiles, damage increased, and the final pip gets us 4. Okay. Don't exactly understand that entirely, but obviously part of the growth of the game. Does one of these increase our, whatchamacallit? Whatever the thing was. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab some extra health. Plus 4? That's all it gives us? Dang. Okay, that doesn't seem like a lot. Let's actually cancel that. Another plus 9, 0.9. That'll give us an additional point of damage. Seeing as how, ooh, 6% damage towards our, effectiveness of our curling finger. I see. So these also show the increase they take to our, whatchamacallit? Ooh, parry. Force, that's what we were looking at earlier. So, is there anything that increases our force? So, no stat outright increases our force. Pliability increases our ability, our parry damage? Is that, I'm assuming that's what that is. It's parry damage. Let's keep on increasing our dexterity because we are going that dexterity route. And then we can warp to other areas. Can we go that far? We can. Okay. Pretty cool. Okay. Now that we're done here, I do want to try out this homing thing. What's below us? What do you got for me, buddy? Homing droplet. Okay. Yearning paint. Oh, relative family. What a lovely shape you've taken. We are jealous. Aid us in becoming as you have. We require a reference. Why a reference? Paint has no meaning until it is stroked and smeared and spread. I cannot become without a reference. I have no purpose without becoming. What reference do you want? Yes, we desire to become that which one takes with them everywhere, like a best friend, a cherished partner. Give us a weapon, one you would have discarded, one you would have never used. All art can be improved. The touch of our fingers will discover its potential in our own. For art and paint, we become together. Alright, I guess we should choose a weapon. Oh, we're not going to be using the clasped mace. Let's give him the two-handed mace. Yes, weighty, powerful, such a lovely design. Relative of ours, for you to abandon such a piece, it is very shameful. Jealousy will be turned towards us once we unfurl the... Oh, it has already been touched by another. The Savior. Ah, supreme artistry. We submit. Let's go and set him up to go through that thing. Oh, nice. Oh, he's doing an undodgeable. Again, he's doing it. Oh, that's a different route than I was thinking that was going to go. We did break him. Oh, that's a hunter point. There we go. Hunter pigment collected. Used to unlock traits in Surrogate. And we got our mace back. So there's that. Let's go and go here and spend our point. So growth, and now we have a hunter point. Gain 12 force on a successful parry. Gain 15 force when consuming paint to cast a mold. Dashing right before getting hit restores 12 force. I like that one. Yeah, that sounds good. And it looks like we have a whole bunch of elite enemies we can give weapons and turn and fight them. Well, that seems like fun. What's down here? Anything? More places to go downward, I guess. We shall go this way. Oh, it looks like there's somewhere to go up in the ceiling there. But not from this direction, obviously. We can't get that high yet. Anything down? Ooh, there's a wall there that we're bouncing off of, which tells me that there's a route, a hidden route, that'll take us that way. So our only path is up here to the right. Unfortunately for us, doesn't mean anything there. Now, what do we have here? Throwing thumbs. What is throwing thumbs? This is a dexterity ability or a weapon. I will take it. Is it more daggers? Paint gain. It gives us more paint gain. They are not as fast as the other one. Oh, they're legitimately a throwing weapon. It's a ranged option. Huh. Get some enemies down here. Ouch. Oh, we gotta move. Oh. Alright, gonna heal up here. This is kind of cool. I like this. I have no idea what the things we just absorbed give us. Oh, that's cool. Got it. Ooh, did we dodge that? I think we did. Gonna come up from underneath this again. I want to see what's the special. Ooh. Okay. All right. These throwing knives are pretty dope. Okay. We got things above us. Not gonna worry about those though. I'm a big fan of these throwing knives, these throwing thumbs, rather. Oh. Not ideal. Alright, so you definitely want to pace yourself for the extra damage, I guess. We could break through this. And where would this take us? All right, this leads us down to this bottom portion over here. And this takes us back up to the surrogate, which we may want to take the opportunity to heal up again. We do have an additional level up point now. Let's go ahead and put that another point in dexterity. I'm going all in. Alright, and we'll keep on going back down. Alright, this is where we haven't been. Hey, that's a big dude over there. Alright, so those doing between 19. Can we, parry him? Yes, absolutely. Ouch. Oh, we can. Ah, yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to heal up here. Ouch. Alright, that's broken. Got another Hunter's Pigment. Ouch. We're staying in melee range a lot. Is this... Okay, so this is another wall we're going to come through later. So far, I'm really digging the throwing thumbs. I'm also really enjoying the gameplay a lot more. It's already... We've got a lot of combat abilities just from the get. Like the grasp ability that we have to pull on enemies, that's actually not something you got until much further into the game in the base one. In GRIME 1. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. And then we'll see what's above us. Oh no, we actually got a Hunter Pigment. Let's go ahead and use that one. I want to go ahead and do the, another level. Oh, we can get the next one. Casting a creature mold gives immunity for 0.25 seconds, allowing you to avoid damage when well timed. Huh. Parrying an enemy infuses them, increasing the amount of breath gained from them on kill by 50%. That's pretty gnarly. Let's go ahead and take this one, though. We'll use our dashing to get across things a lot quicker. Unfortunately, we can't dash up the ladder. Oh, we can jump up the ladder, though. I'm an idiot. Oh. Alright, no reason to try to dash all the way over there, so we're not going to. I do want to get over close to this guy. Ouch. Ow. There we go. I like getting the parries on. Let's go ahead and heal up. We can go downwards. What's downward? Oh, we got hit. Oh, we got the parry and vulnerability already. Ooh. There's something over there. It looks kind of freaky. I mean, everything in this game looks freaky. Don't get me wrong. There we go. Overgrown blob assimilated. What is that? Creates a pulsating blob that bursts after a set duration and can be launched forward when hit. Oh, so we throw like a little blob, like a blob down, and we can throw it at someone. That's pretty gnarly. That puts us above where we were at. Do we want to go this little hidden room? You know what? We'll go in the little hidden room. Why not? We'll figure it out. Let's go and throw this down. Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Thought I saw something weird over here, like, you know, something we haven't encountered yet that I wasn't sure of. Ouch. Let's use these homing droplets. Okay, that didn't even hit remotely where I would have liked them to hit. It's going to use another homing droplet. Use our special. There we go. Dash through them. We got some breath back. Nice. Break that guy. Ow. Ooh, the jump stab works really well. Parry, parry, parry. Got that. This looks like another wall we can't get through. Ouch. Apparently we couldn't follow up with the normal stab very quickly there. That's why I took that damage. Also, I'm terrible at games. Sometimes. Ooh, what's this glowing green thing? Total force increase. Oh! Okay, so we can find pickups that give us increased force. That's very nice. We got another hand dude over here. I was about to say, how can he can't get over here, can he? Alright, move away from the spiky dude. Definitely solves our issue with not wanting to be in melee range when we fight those guys. I'm going to swap weapons here. Now we have this knock-up dude. That's pretty cool. We've assimilated him into our own. And we're almost back up on full breath. I thought that was going to be enough. I guess I could just do like a normal jump here. I was trying to be fancy and do like a little run jump. Not going to be able to make it through that wall. It's one-sided. Are you... I don't like you. Yep. Thought so. Unfortunately, we can't. There's probably an easier way to get up there. Oh, shoot. Ouch. Alright, let's go ahead and use the breath. Dash. Parry. Let's go back to dashing through this guy. Swap weapons. That's a big guy too, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh, let's knock him. Take a dose of your own medicine, fool. Ooh. To grasp upgrade materials. Bloodroot Splinter. Nice. I believe the first game they were like bloodstones or something along those lines. This is a very breakable wall. Oh, things are starting to get dark over here. Hopefully we have ourselves a save point before we... Did we miss something? No. Hopefully Oh, God. Oh, my God. Demo in. Thanks so much for playing the demo. If you had fun, the best way to support it is to add the game to your Steam wishlist. It really helps a ton. Hope to see you again on release Clover Bites. That is ridiculous. That is cool. I thought we were like in a chase scene. I mean, it could potentially be a chase scene from the Hand Leviathan over there. That is by far one of the coolest looking design creatures I've seen so far in the Grime universe. I really like that. That's saying a lot, seeing as how they had like a bird vulture made of bones and teeth in the first game, and it was pretty awesome. But that being said, apparently that's the end of the demo for GRIME 2. That being said, if you like the sort of content, you want to see more games like GRIME 2 here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think of GRIME 2. I'm very excited for it already. But until next time, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all then. Later.